The game crashed. It's even worse for this game to crash, because this is a PS4 game. This isn't even the. This is not the PS5 remaster. This is just straight up a PS4 game. I went out of my way to not buy the PS4 remaster because I wanted to see the PS5 remaster because I can buy that for like 10 quid or something like that. I wanted to make sure I do not buy that so I can compare the game's graphics to Spider-Man 2. And I've seen clips of a comparison anyway already. From what I can tell, the only real thing it adds is some more detail to the building's windows.
Open up, or we'll open it for you! Leave me alone!
Gotta get to that driver before they do.
Got people coming to help me!
I liked you guys better when you were in the waste management business.
Yeah! Get him, Spidey!
So he took the ending of the last DLC and made it into a side objective.
Spider-Man!
Good God. I am on the verge of giving up and not playing this. But again, fantasy of sunk costs. Holy shit, how are we already halfway done? He's coming out resets.
Can you guys tell the next bunch to bring some snacks? Getting a little hungry. You guys just don't know when to quit.
I should have started and focused more for the free finishers. Again, I made it through the entirety of Spider-Man 2 without giving a single fuck about the abilities.
I'd take a bow, but I'm trying to work on my humility.
Thanks, Spider-Man. That was a close one.
Please do handle it for me.
Hammerhead guys are hitting an Oscorp shipping facility near Seaport.
Got it. I'm headed there now.
Question for you. We know Hammerhead stole most of the Sable weapons already, and a bunch of equipment from police lockup. Now he's stealing Sable tactics bound for Symkaria. Where is he putting all this stuff?
No idea. But if we can find out where, we can cut off his supplies.
I'll try to cross-reference his men's activity with the city map. See if I can't nail down a location.
Good plan.
Hey, so I've been reading up on the situation in Symkaria. There's a ruling dictator attacking his own people. Apparently Silver Sable's been working alone to arm the rebels and fight back, but she's losing.
Sounds like she could really use the stuff Hammerhead is stealing from her.
Explains why she's so...
I love it when the game goes out of a way to not give enough time for fucking voice lines to play. If you're gonna do that, at least make it so, you know, the cutscene doesn't trigger on proximity.
Get moving!
Or at least like a much tighter proximity.
Hey, don't leave! I just got here!
Please, be over quick. Thank God.
You guys sure seem like you're in a hurry. Probably has nothing to do with all those back, am I right? I'm sure it's all a big misunderstanding. The police will be here soon to help you return what you accidentally stole.
This entire thing's literally just stand square.
Now stay here while I go help your friends. Gotta catch up to that other truck.
Wow, something I just thought about, someone I haven't thought about in a while. The fucking Ragnarok show on Netflix.
Oh no, you saw me.
That is an interesting show. That came out like a couple years ago originally. I watched it with my dad because he was like, "Oh yeah, people have been saying this show is really good." I was like, "All right, let's watch it then." It's a show called Ragnarok. You're like, okay, so obviously it's some like adaptation of 4. And it's Norwegian with an English dub, and it was awful. But it was so awful, but it was fucking hilarious.
She's gonna kill
It was the one thing me and my dad would ever watch to laugh at how bad it is. And then it somehow got approved for a 2nd season. And then the 3rd season came out, and at the end of season 3, there's a twist where the events of the show were in fact all a fantasy from the main character's mind because he's delusional or something. They cited some like actual mental problem, some real world I don't know terms. And then the end of the show is about him giving up being childish. So they basically say if you're mentally ill, you're childish, which is fucking hilarious. This is something I haven't thought about in a while. But yeah, but that show went from I actually really like it just because it's so fucking awful, but it's really fun to laugh at, to this is generally just one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Although maybe you have good work-life balance. Who am I to judge?
And I don't know why, I just remember that.
There. Now stop stealing stuff, okay?
This game is starting to inspire some similar feelings in me of this is so bad, it's just funny to fucking laugh at. Did you just straight up blow up that car? Finally, a new fucking animation.
Hammerhead's got drones now? Because he's really into modernizing his workforce. Those drones are going after Sable. I should help her, right? Right.
The game's just given up on fucking web slinging. Shit just ain't working.
If I could land on the wing, I could use both web shooters. Sable, I just want to make it very clear. I'm trying to help you right now. Yes? Oh, sure thing. As soon as I take out the rest of these drones. Hey, Sable, you're all clear now. I'll just assume silence means thank you in Symkaria. Okay, now on to that last truck.
Okay, well, I mean, the spectacle of that sequence is cool. I really like this kind of thing where you have one person on foot and one person in a vehicle. It's always just like a good setup for both a character dynamic and also just like an action scene. But it's a shame that Websling just kind of gave up.
Easy, easy!
Where's Hammerhead?
If I talk, he'll kill me. So you do what you gotta do.
Whoa. Look, we both want the same thing. If we work together, we'll find him.
trust me.
Right. We work together. Like partners.
Yeah, partners. So you'll call me?
Well, that's a shame. Wherever she did wear a suit, I couldn't see because I'm wearing a different suit.
I'm 77% sure she's not a robot.
Just you hack out a suit, she just place a track on it? I don't know, because it's covered up. No, see, for cutscenes like that, you can just change the suit back game.
There's an assault in progress.
Unless that's somehow going to make a
Sound
game
good?
crash, in which case,
Better check it
dear
out.
God. I just love this style where Sling is just really fucking close to the city streets.
Available officers, move on the financial district.
I think it's pretty efficient as
Its
well.
crew have a Sable agent pinned down. Not exactly a fair fight. Let's even the odds a bit. You're just not very
Look,
observant.
so much of it is just filler as well. That just makes it even worse. Like, it's just really... Not only is it filler, but it's bad filler. Like, really bad filler. Just like, fuck me, I would rather shit my hands and clap than play this fucking game at this point. But I just hate to like start streaming the game and then not finish it. Which technically I haven't finished Terraria, but I mean with Terraria you can technically just put Terraria down wherever you feel like it. It doesn't have a defined ending.
Hey, you have to teach me how you do all that.
I wish I could say there was an art to it. Mostly I just try to go where the bullets aren't.
Well, I am in your debt.
What were these guys after?
These are humanitarian supplies bound for Symkaria. You have heard of this civil unrest?
I heard it was more of a civil war.
Indeed. Well, these men attacked me and stole most of the supplies. Where they took them, I do not know.
I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I find any. Nice to meet you,
David. David Obademi.
Spider. Spider-Man. Okay, that sounded way less awkward in my head.
I do like this suit. So what's this suit? Aaron Eichmann armor. Is that some other version of Spider-Man? I feel like I've seen this before.
Hey, MJ.
Peter, head to Soho. I have a lead I need you to check out. One of my jailhouse sources just told me that some of Hammerhead's guys are always at a certain pizza shop. Maybe you can trail them, find out where Hammerhead's supplies are.
You know, just once I'd like to have a phone call where we talk to each other about
For some
our
reason, since this DLC started, there's like a 1 second delay to web slinging. All of my inputs are delayed by 1 second.
Well,
I don't know why.
Sable and I caught some bad guys.
Oh, so you are working together.
In concept.
And it's not like my controller just glitched out or anything, because
That's too powerful to take on alone. My
it's gone through with the game crashing. It was there before the game crashed. I crashed, restarted the console,
He was already a walking tank.
and
Exactly my
it's
point.
still here.
If you two don't stop
So another fucking thing cut off.
Too many people around. I'm not gonna be able to get close looking like this. Maybe if I ditch the suit. There. Now I'm just your average New Yorker. Hey, I think that's the place that got a 3-star review in the Bugle last week. No wonder it's crowded.
3-star? Did you just say 3-star review?
Yeah, what's up?
Is 3-star the kind of thing which makes people crowd outside the store?
We gotta run an errand for Tony.
Now? We're almost to the front of the line.
I know. Just come on.
Need to run an errand for Tony? Those have to be Hammerhead's men. Better follow him. But not too close.
So what do we gotta do for Tony?
Get his laptop. Guess he left it in his car.
You serious? Why can't he get his own damn laptop?
Boss probably has him doing something more important.
Somebody following us?
Be cool, Pete. Be cool.
Guess not. Where is the boss anyway?
I don't know. Tony probably does, though. He's tight with the boss.
Freaking Tony. Man, I should be the one who's tight with the boss.
Okay, sure.
It's actually really cool. Of course, with Batman, the best Batman stories will have Batman have to juggle Bruce
Oh, look,
Wayne and
someone posted
Batman,
a cat
both
video. Better watch
emotionally
that right
and
now.
actually,
Yeah, all these kids look the same.
He's
like,
also the one who
tactically.
come up with that trap for the state.
Like Batman Telltale did that really well.
Gonna work.
Where you have to choose to do certain situations, whether to do them as Batman or as Bruce.
So,
Uh,
you're on Tony's
I don't
side?
think Spider-Man does that very often, unfortunately. I think Spider-Man is just Spider-Man causes problems for Peter Parker, not having time to take on more jobs, and therefore he can't fucking make rent and shit, and he's always late to work and all that.
Gotta get closer to hear what they're saying. If I can't get next to them, maybe I can get above them. Need to get out of sight. Maybe climbing walls until I'm hidden.
But this is
No one
definitely
can see
cool.
me. Now I can climb up to the rooftop.
I like to see Peter doing espionage.
If I get above those guys, I can hear them. Gotta get to that alleyway.
Okay, maybe it's time we should suit up for it.
Swear on my mother's grave. Guy thinks he's next in line.
Ha! Next in line to shine my shoes, maybe.
Ain't that the truth? Anyways, Tony said he needs his laptop. Guess it's got all kinds of important stuff on it.
As laptops do. We put it up in C3.
Slot C3, huh? If I can get Tony's laptop, it could lead me to Hammerhead.
Thanks. Oh, wait.
Stimulating conversation, guys, but I've heard enough.
Spider-Man! Take him out!
Let me get this guy, hero.
Just had to be a combat encounter. Some perfectly good lampposts here to do stealth from, but nah, let's do more of this fucking combat.
I can handle this cloud.
Like, the delay thing definitely isn't a controller issue or something, because there's no delay on any other fucking controls. It's only just when the web thinging for some reason that. Wait, actually, from February 9th to 19th, I can't actually go into uni because the trains are going to be down. And so that means, I mean, I'll be doing as much work as I can from home, but it probably does mean I will have more time to stream. I mean, the thing about uni is I can't do uni work from home. Out of my 4 modules, there's only one I could really do anything on whilst at home, and that's the coding module. And even then, I still can't do all that much. Just open up all of these.
That's not it. Oh,
They said C3, but I'm
no.
C. Oh,
well, hello there,
Bears.
Tony's laptop. Let's see if I can hack into it. Bada bing. Looks like he's got a Find My Phone app installed. Let's
I
see
do
where
really
you are,
appreciate
Tony.
that. Like, the costumes don't look like shit in cutscenes. Not only are they in the cutscenes, but they also actually still have the same lighting, rendering, and everything on them.
Busy. Neck deep in research on Symkaria.
I'll make it quick then. Your tip was a good one. I'm on my way to one of Hammerhead's top men. If anybody knows where Hammerhead is, it's him.
That's great.
And one of his guys mentioned setting a trap for Sable. What do you think that means?
I think it means a bunch of old-school Maggia thugs feel threatened by a confident, powerful woman.
Right.
Sorry, Pete. I don't mean to blow you off, but I'm on a deadline, so...
Yeah, totally. Talk later.
No, I don't know when she's got it. We just got
Did they, like...
There's Tony.
It's weird that we had one MJ stealth mission, and it seems that we're not going to get any more.
Why are you making me do your
Because I know, like, a lot of people didn't like the MJ stealth missions. Did they remove those because of feedback?
How about I tell the boss exactly?
If so, why did they remove those, but, you know, keep in all of the other stuff, which is dog shit? And, like, significantly worse.
That's what I thought.
Alright,
This ain't
okay, let's take out a brute
I
first.
am telling you what needs to be done.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my mic off for fights, even though it's probably fucked up the audio. Just for my button presses are audible, so one can hear when I am pressing dodge and just nothing's happening. I mean, you can't tell which button I'm pressing, but you can tell the button is indeed being pressed. Never mind, that fight actually went pretty smoothly.
Hey, Spider-Man. You see that Sable chick? You tell her, my boss wants to have a sit-down.
Yeah, I could. But she doesn't really listen to me. Or anyone.
Give me the address.
Wait, where? How did?
The address!
Colexco building. Rooftop.
No, wait, it's probably an ambush! Sable, you're headed into a trap!
It does not matter, as long as Hammerhead is there.
You don't get it! I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt!
I can take care of myself.
Usually you can, but Hammerhead's been using your Project Olympus stuff.
I know.
Then you know he's turned himself into some kind of giant Franken-monster.
And that is why I must stop him.
But not like this. Not by going right into a trap. Sable,
Isn't he
what are you
really a
doing?
giant Franken monster? It's just a little bit of armor. We took him down that much history. Why is every villain able to just work on this really high-tech shit? Isn't this stuff being developed by like the best scientists in the world? But like any common street thug somehow can upgrade it? Whatever. Huh.
Oh, hey, look, a trap. If only we had some kind of advanced warning.
I can handle this.
I'm sort of tempted to sit back and watch, but that would just be petty. The tractor with their own tech. Looks like the whole thing is powered by those generators. One down. You doing okay in there, Sable? Or is it
How the fuck does this work? A little bit of web completely destroys that metal structure.
You don't have any friends, do you? And I bet you're proud of that for some reason. Hang tight while I work on the other ones. Get it? Hang tight?
Shut up.
You know, talking about your feelings has been scientifically proven to reduce stress and improve mood. It's just saying, you'd be doing us all a favor.
So you should not try to piss off more. Come on, man. Get Crypto your thing, but come on. Let's stop antagonizing first we want to be our friends.
That's it. Okay, now let's get out of here.
No. Stay here. Hammerhead will come to us.
Really?
Not so sure that's a good idea.
Why? Who thought that was a good idea? To like add in enemies in a boss battle where they can just counter your attack. Like without any warning, no spider sense, no way for you to dodge or counter it, they will just do it. It's just guaranteed damage and will break your combo. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? This is because this game makes you massively reliant on long combos. Good God. Sable, can you like help? Could you do like the bare minimum? or just keep shooting me. Cool. Oh, that's so true. Please let me just web you up and throw you. That's not the guy I'm trying to pick.
Acquiring target. Locking in. Good work.
Thank you. Phew. Finally out of sight.
Is that 4 brutes? It really felt like that guy just shot me through the wall. Okay, but the game has actually got like fucking 4 brutes here and a shielder. Oh my god. Did they fire the guy that came off these enemies designs between this game and Spider-Man 2? It feels like they did. Spider-Man 2 did actually have some like good enemy design. All the enemies in this game are the same, and they're fucking awful. It's just the same fucking awful enemy over and over, basically.
Can we please get out of here now?
Okay, never mind. He is a Frankenstein thing. He's a fucking cyborg now? Oh my god, he's a oh my god, it's Optimus Prime. Again, like I said, how can we common street thugs make Optimus Prime? I didn't care if like she left some tech over. You got take some pretty advanced stuff to, you know, do it. Oh. If there was some precedent for this in this universe, I'd be okay with it, but there isn't. Fucking cyborg who came out of nowhere. Is this a typical thing for Hammerheads? Is Hammerheads normally the fucking Optimus Prime? Or what? My sister had to borrow my phone for an urgent phone call. He doesn't have lungs, he doesn't have a stomach. He doesn't have a cock. He has no balls. How did they just like casually do that off screen? What?
You're alive.
Did you honestly think I was dead?
How did you find me?
Same way she did. Watch out. That girl has trust issues.
How long have you been watching me? Watching us?
Long enough to know you're making a mistake. Hammerhead's gotten too powerful.
Do you really think I have a choice?
Here.
Wait, is that?
Everything you need to know about that ugly thing. Sorry for what I did to you.
But it's unfortunate that
Now
everything's
we're
like
even.
clipping with his suit.
One more thing. His head? Not as strong as you think it is.
Yeah, how can we arrest this guy?
Bye, Felicia.
He's a Gundam, he's a Transformer.
Let's see what's on this thing.
There's no jail you can make which can fucking contain him unless you just cut his head off and put it in the jar. No. No. I refuse. 43%. Jolly good. That's like 1 or 2 more missions.
If they're keeping Sable in that base, I bet they have those stolen humanitarian supplies in those other bases. I should call David about this.
Hello.
Hi, David. It's Spider-Man. I think I may have found those humanitarian supplies bound for Symkaria.
Great. Can you send me the locations?
I got to about a week.
One wrinkle. They're in heavily fortified bases guarded by bionic madmen with futuristic weapons and impenetrable armor.
That is quite a wrinkle.
Why don't I scope out their hideouts first and get back to you?
Thank you, Spider-Man. I greatly appreciate all your help.
Time to check in with MJ.
Peter, are you okay? I saw people posting pictures of you and Hammerhead and Sable
And Black Cat. Normally she brings bad luck, but not this time.
I knew she was still alive. What was she doing there?
Saving my skin. And giving me a lead on Hammerhead's hideouts. Turns out he's been stashing all of the stolen Sable tech underground.
What? How?
I'm on my way to find out, and hopefully rescue Sable, if she's still alive.
Listen, I've been digging into this Symkaria thing. It's a big story, something I feel like I need to be a part of. My boss agrees.
Wait, you're going to Symkaria? When?
Tonight. It's a rapidly developing situation. You and Sable can take care of Hammerhead. You don't need me.
Just because I don't need you doesn't mean I don't need you.
That's sweet. But listen, other countries are ignoring this crisis, including ours. These people are helpless, all alone in the middle of a war zone. If I document what's happening and share it with the rest of the world, it might change things. Maybe even save lives.
Spoken like a true hero. But the thought of you heading into a war zone, it worries me.
Do you trust me?
You know I do.
Then we're good. I gotta go home and pack. I'll call you tomorrow when I get there. I love you.
I love you too.
Why was that not mentioned in fucking Spider-Man 2? Alright, MJ's going to a fucking war zone. Can I...
Be advised, we have reports of Maja activity
Do a salute?
along a Sable supply route.
No? Okay, cool.
Officers,
That
please
seems
proceed
nice.
to Koreatown.
Balconies are the shit, man.
Hey, Peter.
Miles.
You got a nice
Done with
view
your
of this
assignment?
corporate hellhole.
And I can see why it's so important. But listen, I took a look at those web shooters in your bag. Are those for me?
Yes, but only when you're ready. What were you doing in my bag?
It was open, and I could see them, sort of. And I just noticed that the nozzle size and shape is the same as your other ones.
Yeah, so?
Well, according to Hooke's law, elastic force is linear with distance given all factors are equal. But you and I aren't equal.
Wow, you're right. Just a few pounds can affect tensile strength, rate of web fluid consumption.
And a few other things. But I've done all the calculations. If we just tighten the nozzle diameter by 0.7 millimeters, it all pretty much evens out.
I think I've officially underestimated you.
That's a good thing, right?
Seems like you're more than ready for field training. As soon as I'm done dealing with Hammerhead.
Yes! Can I start practicing with the web shooters in the meantime?
Nope. And if I find out you even left the house, I'll call it off.
Man, you're like the most and least fun superhero ever.
I'm not a big fan of Miles kind of just being Peter, but younger. I have a little bit more swagger, like 10% more swagger. Not a lot more swagger, but like 10% more. I mean, in Spider-Verse, Miles is also smart. Is he always scientifically gifted? I just don't want every Spider-Man to kind of just be like always a nerd, always really good with science and maths, always missing vent and shit. Just basically just like the same dynamic, but this time it's black or female. I feel like you can have different versions of a character with more traits than that. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's basically just like a throwaway passive dialogue line, which we could completely miss if I wasn't eating a chocolate bar right now.
The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by. Huh, must be underground. Guess it's time for some urban spelunking. That's a new smell. Yuck. Hope I find Sable before the fumes overwhelm her. If I can get through this without getting wet, that'd be a win.
Hello?
This is so cool.
Hey! Sibilance!
Whoa, look at this place. The amount of work it takes to make this city run is just crazy. I'll never take fresh water for granted again.
It is crazy to me that, these structures are actually stable. Shout out to architects, man.
Guess I'll just go with the flow.
Well, see, I wanted to say, with what Hammerhead has done, it has kind of proven Doc Ock to be completely superfluous, hasn't it?
Looks like some loose bricks up
It's
there.
kind of undermined that arc. Because that means that Doc Ock wasn't doing anything special whatsoever. Part of the point of Doc Ock is that he wanted to do something special for the world. But it turns out that Silver Sable and Norman were already working on something which was so close to completion that Hammerhead was able to slap it together in like 3 seconds and make himself into a fucking transformer. And cool, Doc Ock made some mechanical arms which work. We have a transformer. That's a much bigger achievement.
Onward.
And so that just really undermines Doc Ock. And so
Gotta take these guys out.
that alone instantly just pisses me the fuck off. Oh dear. That's the thing, like power creep. Power creep really exists in Marvel and comic book universes in general, especially when you get characters which are basically just copycats of other characters. It's inevitable. And that is, again, that's kind of why Spider-Man works really well as just a solo character. Because once you start adding in, like, fucking Galactus and shit, how the fuck does Spider-Man fight Galactus? He doesn't.
Project Olympus stuff is getting into his head.
When you make the world wider, you expose yourself to power creep from the villains of other heroes. And it just gets a little bit silly. But in this case, as far as I'm aware, they're both Spider-Man villains, so instead it's just writing which wasn't particularly careful with what they did.
Oh, sorry, did I startle you?
So, let me look at this some more. Heard something.
Bring them under here and then throw us down.
That wasn't the whip. Webs, find the bug and crush him. Huh? Gotta check it out.
You see, that is called decent stealth encounter design. And this guy's now gone off to investigate. There you go, that's good game design! Oh my god! And now this guy is like, oh my god! That was strategy and... Whoa! I'm taking it. The game needs more of that. Stop fucking punishing me for playing stealth. By making it so at the moment I stealth out the first wave, the second wave immediately detects me. That shit is fucking obnoxious. Just straight up just punishing you for stealth. We can still split them up.
I know, I should have called first.
Oh, it's these guys. Not for long.
People around here work. Okay, that's all of them. Now, I bet if I follow the power cables, I'll find where they're holding.
I also like that stealth in this game is more fast-paced than Batman, which I like. It's not just a copy and paste, but it's also generally not as good. You know, it totally could be just as good, as they just don't seem to care as much for it.
Better not find any lions, tigers, or bears. Oh my.
Spider-Man 2 added more stealth mechanics, like with the web lines and shit. But when they also still discouraged it, and they also just kind of made it harder to stay stealthy, I think, in Spider-Man 2. So you can get seen more easily, if I remember correctly.
This just took a turn.
If I remember correctly, in Spider-Man 2 we did not do a lot of stealth.
The other guys.
Who was it?
Don't remember his name. Sal's cousin.
Okay, I didn't imagine that.
Gotta do this quick, and then find Sable.
I also wish the game made a little bit more of a point to tell you about how you want to do perch takedowns instead of a web strike, because web strike means that others can come across the body and report it, whereas a perch takedown means no reports. Shut up. Stop saying fucking Mogus.
No talking during the infiltration.
No, around there was only 3 guys.
This place looks like their main base of operations. Sable jetpacks. I'd pay good money to see Hammerhead's guys learning to fly in these things for the first time.
Where's Yuri? Please don't tell me like Yuri straight up just disappears
SRT-89.
for this whole thing.
Subterranean troop deployment vehicle.
That was like the one thing I was
That's the
looking
real
forward
name?
to.
I'm sticking with Dig Boy. Project Olympus. These pods were...
I told you, I just helped manufacture these things. I didn't design them.
Guess we got the wrong guy then. On the bright side, now we got our first test subject.
No! No! Don't turn it on! Please! Just give me a few minutes. I can figure it out.
Now that's what I like to hear.
That really took us on a roller coaster. Which is, of course, what I was saying before about how I made this in 3 minutes or 3 seconds. Obviously, he gets another scientist to work on it for him. Of course, that's how street level thugs do it. But then, the scientist with street level thug kidnaps does it in 3 seconds. So my point still stands. Hilarious. Big fat L.
All this stuff belongs to Sable?
Yeah, most of it's overseas, though. What are you thinking, boss?
I'm thinking about how she took over the whole city in a matter of days.
You mean back during that Devil's Breath thing? Yeah, that was crazy.
Not so crazy when you got the right equipment.
Well, we got those digging things.
Not good enough. If we want the best stuff, we're gonna need her.
Yeah, okay. How are we gonna do that?
Just keep taking her stuff. She'll come to us.
I should have a look around, see what I can learn.
That cop almost killed me. I thought you said I'd be indestructible.
I said almost indestructible. After all, you're still human.
Then make me less human.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean what I said. Now get to work.
Well, one thing I really like, one thing which does separate Doc Ock, is the fact that his arms are kind of like Spidey sense. Kind of. First of all, at least in Raimiverse, of course he can actually see through his arms, he uses them as eyes. But also, there's that little slight throwaway line earlier in the game, where Doc Ock says that the signals in the arms travel faster than signals in the brain. So he has a faster reaction time than a regular person. Probably still not as good as Spider Sense.
I can't imagine working. Wow. If Hammerhead gets
But
his
Doc
hands
Ock
on
basically
this
has a miniature
we're in serious
Spider
trouble.
Sense, which is cool. I wish there was something which was actually played with more. I'm pretty sure that is a universal thing. But he has a miniature Spider Sense.
Sounds like she's close. There.
I didn't hear what that was, so I
Way
didn't
out
drop
is
it.
through.
Okay, hammer. Cap.
Something just touched my leg. It's fine. I'm fine.
Please don't tell me the game is broken. Where am I going?
I High voltage wires and sewer water.
Brilliant.
Could possibly go wrong. If there's one takeaway from this underground lair thing, it's that Hammerhead should have fewer thugs with guns and a lot more safety inspectors. Sable. Sounds like she's close.
That's pretty funny.
High voltage wires and sewer water. What could possibly go wrong? If there's one takeaway from this underground lair thing, it's that Hammerhead should have fewer thugs with guns and a lot more safety inspectors.
It's a world that some people say that these games are better than Arkham games. Because these games do not even approach Arkham. None of them.
You came back for me. Why?
Because I need you.
I work alone.
I used to say the same thing. I know what's happening in Symkaria. I know why this means so much to you.
You think you know, but you do not know.
What can I do to make you trust me? Look, I think I know how we can take down that monster, but I can't do it alone.
Damn it! You let her loose!
Okay, here's the plan.
Excuse me, what? Are they just chilling in fire tubes?
Good plan.
I'll break your friggin' jaw.
Hammerhead. I hate to say this, but let's make some utilitarian calculus here. Hammerhead is actually a force for good in the planet. It seems that he has achieved more technological advancement in about 5 minutes than the rest of the planet could in 8 decades.
Where'd you learn to fight? On the streets in Symkaria. Yeah? I learned from watching movies. We should compare notes. How's they explain that?
There's Silver Sable running into the wall. Jolly good. No.
Kinda nice to have you on my side for once.
I'm glad at least he doesn't have an army of transporters. These guys just wear an armor. That would be really fucking goofy.
Hey, Sable, no lethal force, okay?
Also, these guys aren't really any more of a threat to actual regular cops. You can still just shoot him once in the fucking face.
Way better than the real name, don't you think?
They're only a bigger threat to people who don't want to kill. So. Right, let's get rid of a whiplash. Can we get rid of a whiplash and... No, can't. Became targeted for one enemy. Full finish up.
I wish I could.
Twice in a row.
The whole big intellectual property thing.
Okay. know if you finished it. What's the critical reception on these DLCs? I think that anyone that didn't say a dog shit isn't the person worth listening to. Right, please, give me more focus. Right, just kill him. Or pick the wrong enemy. That's cool too, game. Where? Brilliant.
That was awesome! High five!
You said you could defeat Hammerhead.
You, know you left me hanging, right?
There are medical records in here.
Yeah, mostly about that metal plate in his head.
Carbon steel.
Super strong, pretty sensitive to heat.
I have an idea.
I, solemnly swear to, do whatever you tell me to.
I will call soon.
Ow. But, yeah.
I like that interaction. That's good. So we're gonna melt him without killing him.
Guess I'll do some Spidey work while I wait for Sable's call. Hey, what's that?
I don't feel like any metal which you can melt without fucking killing him would be strong enough to take much damage. Obviously, there are plenty of metals in real world that are liquid at just room temperature, like mercury. Of course, magnesium.
Street artist thing?
Magnesium melts really easily, doesn't it? I want to think of something else. Zinc? Several really easily melted materials. Point is, I think my point is clear. If it can tank gunshots and punches from Spider-Man and shit,
looks like someone was killed during a mugging.
I don't think.
What's with the audio recorder?
I don't think melting is gonna work.
You have some
without killing him.
Stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty. So they tell me. Give me some more specifics about how you're feeling. Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
What kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here. I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places.
I'm moderately interested to find out which villain that is. Chameleon? Sounds like it could be Chameleon. Do I need to do one? Okay, I'll do one.
I think I'm close to another crime scene.
It's showing dots, which I assume means it's on a different floor.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say. You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah, but I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to this shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
This looks familiar. I think it's the last known location of a Maggia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session. Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I've just been paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see what the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon, then dinner, and I...
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
It means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Got quite the resume.
This guy sounds like a Maggia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this. I should be close.
What was this? There's something... Thought I saw something here.
Whoever's setting up these scenes really likes the color yellow. Let's hear what the recorder has to say.
So what do you think, Doc?
Well, clinically, you're a sociopath. You have no remorse for your actions. You clearly are not stressed. I doubt you think there's actually anything wrong with you. So, why did you really come see me today?
You're smart. I like that. Okay, let's get right to it then. You do what I tell you, and I won't kill your family.
Whoa.
You want to get right to it? Huh. Okay then. I know why you're really here. I knew who you were the minute you walked in that door. And I also know that before I do anything for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Holy
that took a turn.
shit, you know reverse.
Scenes all feel
What?
like covers for Maggia hits. And if the guy on the tape is a Maggia enforcer, maybe he's the one who killed all these people.
I am actually interested. And also, these aren't a fucking chore to do, so let's do these.
I am ready.
Fuck off, I found a side mission in these DLCs which is actually good.
How exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right, good talk. Why is she always hanging up on me?
Turns out all you need is 3 DLCs to make one good side mission.
She could be waiting for me to call her back. Or she could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive.
Fuck yeah, it is. God damn right, Peter.
Polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me. Ugh. Logic takes the fun out of everything.
Yeah, it does. Just don't think. Thinking is the enemy of happiness.
Whoever left these wanted me to look closer at these accidents. Someone fell to their death from this ledge. It was ruled an accident. But was it? On the last recording, the therapist turned the tables on the Maggia guy.
Welcome back. Have a seat. So, did you bring the,
Yeah. Hope this takes care of your cash flow problem.
Right. It most certainly does. Thank you. So, I assume you came to me because I have a few police officers as clients.
You assume correct. My boss and I are only interested in one of them.
And who might that be?
Captain Yuri Watanabe.
Yuri? How is she mixed up in this? I'm afraid of where this story is going. I have to keep following it. The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by. It's gotta be somewhere nearby. Another setup for me. Police ruled this a suicide, but Yuri had her doubts. The victim was part of Hammerhead's crime family. In the last recording, they talked about getting Yuri's mental health records.
Here's Captain Watanabe's file.
This everything?
Yes.
You ever record her sessions?
No, I never record any sessions. That'd be unethical and illegal.
Well, we'd like you to record our next session. And my boss has a list of questions he'd like you to ask. That gonna be a problem for you?
No problem.
I feel like I shouldn't be listening to these, and yet I can't stop. Seems that whoever left these wasn't satisfied with what the police concluded.
Let's literally do all of them. Let's leave this one for later. Are they all marked? Seems like it. Let's just smash these out real quick.
Folks, we need to talk more about this live streaming eco.
I was hoping we would find out in this game. When we passively mentioned in Spider-Man 2 that Jameson funded the fucking Scorpion, I thought that was going to be relevant to this game's story, but no it isn't. It was mentioned in passing in this game as well. That is something which really demands context, I feel like. Also, how did we do like a double sling there? Again, I really don't like this version of Jameson. He's not nearly as funny. There's far less complexity to his character. He's just a dick. And instead of satirizing old reporters, he's satirizing fucking Joe Rogan, which is kind of just less interesting and original to me. So, I'm just not really a fan of this version of Jameson.
I remember Yuri saying this was ruled an accidental death. Food poisoning, I think. All of these reports are from the last year or so. But last month, Yuri assigned herself to all of these cases. Was Yuri the one who left all those recordings?
Okay, Yuri, let's move on. Have your obsessive thoughts about the suspect continued?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I've almost got him. And sometimes I feel like I'll never get him.
Are you doing your breathing exercises?
Trying to.
Is this about,
I know who he
Carnage?
is. I know where he is. And I know what he's done. But I can't do anything. Not without legally admissible evidence.
That must be frustrating.
You have no idea.
Seems like Yuri's hunch is that the guy on the tape is the guy that killed all these people. I think she might be right. I think I'm close. And there's the trademark yellow. The recorder must be around here somewhere. Another report and recorder. I almost don't want to listen. I remember this. A person got electrocuted accidentally, but the victim had ties to Hammerhead. Yuri tried, but couldn't find evidence of foul play. On the last one, Yuri sounded frustrated.
You have no idea.
That's it? Yes. I mean, we talked a little bit about her medication, but...
When is the next session?
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do whatever my boss tells me to do.
Oh no. Are they setting up a hit on Yuri? Gotta get... to those other locations.
Alright. I've got my dinner. So I'm gonna try to eat whilst listening to these. But this is by far the most interesting of all of these side quests, and it's also the least fucking annoying to do. Because none of them are fun. They're all fucking annoying. The only one which is slightly fun is Screwball's web slinging ones. When web slinging works. Otherwise, all of these side quests fucking suck. I would hate to have to come up with fake fucking brands for billboards and stuff as a game texturer. So I feel like I would struggle with that. And it also, like, I think it would just be better to try to secure some sponsors for a game. Don't ask me, or even like, just ask, hey, can we just put a fucking McDonald's billboard up here? We'll do it for free. Just don't wanna fucking have to come up with a fake brand. I don't see why they wouldn't agree to that.
The Maggia crime boss Hammerhead is now gone, and I quote, full cyber.
Yeah, yes.
First we have robotic octopuses, and now a messed up Maggia? Whatever happened to the good old days when criminals would just put on a dime store mask, stick their finger in their pocket, and try to rob a bank? Oh, right! Spider-Man happened!
Sorry.
Can I get an autograph?
I think there was a hit and run here recently. The victim was set to testify against one of Hammerhead's men. But of course, police never found a suspect. These case files are getting more and more recent. This one happened just a few weeks ago.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, well, the chief knew I was working undercover with you. I can't afford to lose my job. Maybe I should be the one doing breathing exercises.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Don't worry. I won't tell if you don't. Also, you're doing great. You're a very authentic-looking doctor.
Thanks. I think.
You think he knows you were wearing a wire?
If he does, he's a hell of a good liar.
He's a Maggia enforcer. We know he's a good liar. Question is, does he know he's being lied to?
We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. You sure about all this?
We catch him in the act of trying to murder a police officer, he gets put away for life.
Yuri, what are you doing? I have to find her.
No, let it cook. Unfortunately, it's not as interesting as I thought it would be, but this is still pretty interesting. So he's pretending to be... So he's a police officer pretending to be a therapist, but is pretending to be some other criminal, I guess.
I think I'm close to the last crime scene location.
It's a clever reversal to turn it from being
Now, where's the file?
about the
I
therapist
remember Yuri
rather than
telling me about a drowning
update.
here. She was suspicious because the victim was a competitive swimmer.
Hey, Captain.
You ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm all wired up, on my way to the office. Just picking up a coffee first.
Okay. Drinks are on me when this is done.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
Yuri's suspended, but she still won't give up. Hard not to respect that.
Hi, can I just get a large coffee? Hey there, Doc. Who's that you were just talking to? Oh. Hey.
No. Oh, why did I listen to that? Call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, old friend.
Yuri?
Meet me at the corner of Madison and 23rd. We need to talk.
Wait, Yuri! Ah, she's gone. With all that's happened to Yuri, she must be beyond hurting. She doesn't do anything without a reason. So why did she lead me on a grisly crime scene tour? She must have a lead on this Enforcer guy.
This
It'll be nice to see her. Maybe help her deal with whatever she's dealing with.
This is a better setup than the actual main story was doing. It really shows her trying to do things by the book-ish and failing. And so she says, fuck it, let's stab some people. I'm interested. So is this going to be the last talk with Yuri before she becomes wherever she was called, Wraith? Okay.
Wait, what? Yuri, what did you do? That's the Maggia Enforcer. Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die? Yuri.
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people, Yuri.
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! What am I gonna do? This all makes sense now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. She's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
Now, of course, the thing is, Spider-Man did break his no-killing rule by killing Venom. I hope that's a thing which gets acknowledged, unless to say he didn't is to be racist, and to say the no-killing rule only applies to humans, when really it should, if anything, you should say it applies to any sentient life. Any life with a level of consciousness to understand pain and have emotions and shit. So it somewhat makes Peter a hypocrite, or it would be. I'm pretty sure Peter's no-killing rule is just as universal as Batman's. Both of them would not live with themselves if they killed another person. So I hope in Spider-Man 3 that's a thing which is acknowledged at least once, that Peter has killed a living being. It's very clear that symbiotes are just as conscious of a thing as people are. So this is a really good setup. It's just unfortunate. I feel like we should have had more time with this. This should have been the main story through all three of these DLCs, quite frankly. And you don't really get a lot of time with her in Spider-Man 2 either. But it's a cool boss fight. But that quest is less of a look at Wraith and more of a setup for the Carnage DLC. Or Carnage in Spider-Man 3, which I really hope isn't the case. I think he should be DLC. They haven't announced any DLC, and Spider-Man 2 has been out for a good while now, so I don't think it is going to happen. This is a pretty good side quest, actually. Very basic, but good. Really like its ending. Also, of course, with purple threads. Purple and yellow being Wraith's colours, if I remember correctly. Definitely purple. I think she was orange, not yellow. Wait, this is a cool aesthetic. It's a Donkler. I didn't eat any of my dinner, so... Alright, I had my dinner. Oh, God. Fun fact, growing up, I never burped. I imagine everyone burped as a baby. But like, from the moment I suppose, became a toddler, I just never burped. I guess I just didn't eat anything which to prompt a burp until I was like 10 or 11 or maybe 12 years old. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a common thing, or if it's just based on what you eat, but yeah, I did not burp once between the ages of like 2 years old and probably 11 years old. This is weird. Don't know why. I was watching the No Way Home Kondo fight, and goddamn, this is so fucking good. How am I forgetting his name? He's one of my favourite actors, and I'm forgetting his name. Oh my god. Willem Dafoe. God, why did that take me? That shouldn't have taken me like 2 seconds. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. God, that's like one of the best castings in movie history. It has to be. He's fucking brilliant. And I love that he comes back 20 years later for No Way Home, and he fucking, quite frankly, improves his performance. Fucking legendary. And I still just, I love how, like, No Way Home didn't do the Spider-Verse just for corporate shit. They actually did it right. I fucking love that. It might have been a little bit shoehorned in, but I kind of like the idea of if they had other Spider people that weren't established previously. Like, what if Spider-Woman shows up as Gwen Stacy, and you had Andrew Garfield react to that? That would be a cool concept. I don't know if it would really work for a film, but that's just, there's got to be like a fucking fanfic or something about that, surely. It's still crazy what happened. Why are there so many white-haired women around Spider-Man? Spider-Man a Nier fan?
So much cooler than mine.
If Silver Sable's home country is being ravaged by civil war,
I love this invisible floating fortress.
how did she get the money? I assume she is like the head of her corporation. That's why it's named Sable. Do we know her actual name? I assume she's the head of her corporation, and therefore she probably funds most of it. Where'd she get those funds from? Because again, this is the most advanced tech in the world. Easily, by far. How the fuck did this happen?
Now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it. So let us work quickly. I have acquired a Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this.
Okay, what's first?
Pull the housing array into place.
I don't know what they're planning, but here's what I would do. First of all, like, we had that USB, and apparently that was about what he is now. So, let's cut off his arms and his legs. And that's it. Because presumably he doesn't need them to survive. He won't bleed out. So let's just cut him off. And then just stick him, just hook him up and just have him dangle in a jail cell for the rest of his life. I don't know what the alternative is. I feel like you have to do that, otherwise you're not going to put him in jail. I kind of want to Google, is this Hammerhead normally a fucking cyborg, or is this something I made for a game? Is Hammerhead a cyborg? Wikipedia. American comic books Marvel. Adversary of Spider-Man. He's a temperamental mobster who often dresses and acts in the 1920s style. Prominent member of the Maggia. Following an accident, he had most of his skull replaced with inflexible steel alloy by Jonas Harrow. I've heard that name before. Giving his head a flattened shape and near indestructibility. Hence his name. The Hammerhead crime family, of which he is the second and current head, is named after a character. First appearance for Amazing Spider-Man 113, October 1972. Hot damn, you're a pretty old character. Species, human cyborg. Abilities, criminal mastermind, skilled marksman, and hand-to-hand combatant. Adamantium implants grants superhuman strength and durability, impenetrable skull. Made appearances in animated series and video games. IGN ranked him as Spider-Man's 20th greatest enemy. I've seen this image of him before that they're using on Wikipedia. I've seen that before. I think they translated that design pretty well. Just gave him a big fucking forehead. Powers and abilities. His skull is now surgically reinforced with vibranium or secondary adamantium. Of course, this game is something different, right? I don't remember what they said. It wasn't that. With this, he can charge and break through objects such as brick walls without causing any pain or damage to himself. Peak physical condition comparable to that of an Olympic-level athlete. That's still fucking nothing compared to Spider-Man, I'd like to point out. He is a formidable hand-to-hand combatant, charging head first like a bull. Hammerhead once utilized a strength-enhancing exoskeleton designed by the Tinkerer. Tinkerer is in Miles Morales game. After an assassin's adamantium bullet penetrated part of his head not protected by his skull, Hammerhead is surgically rebuilt by Mr. Negative. Breakout surgeries replace the upper half of his skeleton with an adamantium endoskeleton. The upper portion of his body is now superhumanly strong as a result of the additional hidden cybernetic musculature, making him able to effortlessly defeat superpowered foes such as Spider-Man. Mr. Negative does not use on Hammerhead the same Lord Dark Wind bonding process used on the similarly empowered Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike for coating their bones in adamantium. Instead, he replaces Hammerhead's bones with replicas fashioned in the invulnerable metal. It is still unknown how his artificial skeleton can carry on biological functions. So it can't. intervention of Mr. Negative radically changed Hammerhead's personality. He recalls his life as a Russian immigrant prior to the accident in which he adopted a 1920s gangster persona. Consequently, Hammerhead no longer speaks like a 1920s movie gangster, but instead behaves like a typical modern Russian mobster and hitman. As this was apparently his original personality prior to his head injury. In his original incarnation, Hammerhead was able to hold his own against Spider-Man despite being an ordinary human by using his superhumanly durable skull as a blunt instrument. After his recent augmentation, he is now capable of grappling with and physically overpowering Spider-Man to the extent he could eventually crush his foe. In Marvel Zombies, Hammerhead briefly appears along with the Owl and the Kingpin at a meeting to discuss how to survive the zombie outbreak. This version of Hammerhead is ultimately killed by the Punisher. During the Age of Ultron storyline, a reality where Ultron nearly annihilated the human race, has Hammerhead and the Owl, capturing the superior Spider-Man, are hoping to trade him to Ultron. He just sounds a lot like Tombstone. Oh, Hammerhead is in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Let me check the Wikipedia article for Shattered Dimensions. Can I... What console is it on? Nintendo DS, PlayStation 3, Wii, Xbox 360, Microsoft Windows. In other words, nothing I have. Nintendo DS, oh. A Venom symbiote-infected Hammerhead appears at the playable cabinet of Spider-Man Unlimited. How did I notice he's voiced by Keith? Big man Keith Silverstein. Why? How does this keep happening? Is Yuri Lowenthal in Genshin at all? Isn't he Ether? Yuri Lowenthal, Genshin. Dainsleif. How does this happen? How does this keep fucking happening? You've been listening to the same fucking 5 voice actors your entire life, and you don't even realize it. How does this fucking happen? Both of these actors are in Persona, both of these actors are in Genshin, and both of them are in Spider-Man. And there are others as well that I'm forgetting about right now that are also in all three of these fucking franchises. I just can't remember them right now. What the fuck? Oh my god. They're just fucking everywhere, you can't escape them. To be fair, like, Hammerhead has not had a lot of lines in this DLC, so I'll excuse myself for not recognising him as Keith, and also I've been talking over most of his lines anyway. Oh, poor Keith, I'm sorry. Keith is a fucking really good voice actor as well. He is. I'm not complaining about the fact that these voice actors get a lot of roles. I'm not complaining at all, it's just really fucking funny. Okay, so by the sounds of it... Fuck, I forgot to look at the Tombstone article. By the sounds of it, he does usually get some kind of enhancement exoskeleton, but he usually isn't a straight up cyborg.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh.
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
Sure thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty.
Let me jump, then.
We should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? Find him. Then focus the laser on the plate in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepard, just remember my no-killing rule, okay?
I'm not a science man, I'll just say that doesn't ring true to me. Is that like a Symkaria flag? Is Symkaria a real country? It doesn't sound like it is. I don't think so, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to commit either way, just in case I end up being racist.
How's it look?
I don't think it is.
Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet, but I do need you to launch those targets.
Right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Overshot.
Bombs away! Oh!
Just a few more.
Cool with me, this is fun! Here comes another one! Nice shot!
Hope we don't need anything in these battles.
Is this how modern militaries do speed shooting? Oh, can we do one more? Please?
You are a child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside.
Whoa! Come back.
These are spawning in.
We must adjust the
gyroscopic navigation stabilizer in order to compensate for the weight of the laser. Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system. System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Sable?
Holy shit, it's Optimus Prime. No, he looks like a Bionicle. He looks like that white Bionicle. I don't remember what they're called, because it's been like fucking 12 years. Probably more than that. There's an old white Bionicle, he looks like that guy. Yeah, this is fucking one way to fucking modernize.
That's it.
Okay.
You think you're hurting me? Ha! Nothing hurts me no more. Eat this!
I do actually like this idea. Spider-Man versus a fucking Transformer bionicle thing. It's just fucking goofy that this happened in this universe.
Now I can get in close.
You guys just don't give up, do you? I respect that, but I'm still gonna kill you!
I still think it's a better idea to just cut off his arms and legs. Just get a big fucking sword or something, I don't know. Or just target the laser with his legs. Right, let's go. Let's get some finishers. Haha, iframes.
You're going down!
Okay. Ow! I really hate having to use up even more web fluid than you actually have in your fucking magazine to be able to stun bosses. It doesn't feel good.
You fight good, but not as good as me!
Thanks for the respect, man.
This is a fight you ain't gonna win!
I'm not gonna use the finisher on you, mate. I don't seem to need it. Also, again, we are the military.
Keep trying, keep failing. I'm indestructible.
I'm not asking for military to be like pivotal to defeating these villains. I would just like them to be here, since that, you know, just makes sense.
Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Commencing bombing run.
Damn, I missed.
Keep them coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
Great, well now he's a walking fucking energy sword.
I dropped the bomb. You throw it at him.
Guess he's actually a fucking Promethean.
Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
He's quick. I gotta be quicker.
Okay. Don't know what this guy's doing. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay.
Coming your way, bug!
Coming in. Get ready.
Shield down. Indestructible, huh? I think not. Man, it's back. I'll take what's behind door number 3.
Come on in, boys!
Got it! Okay, time to get personal.
This guy means business!
Good work. Now hit him.
Ow. not gonna lie, I actually really like this fight. It helps with the games actually being more responsive than usual. Because the moment I say that, the game starts being a little bit unresponsive.
His shield's down. Indestructible, huh? I think not.
Oh, well, I could waste them about it.
Yes, got it. Okay, time to get personal. Bring him back hard.
Good work. Now hit him.
Spider-Man?
I need to disable it first.
Spider-Man, please don't start being unresponsive. I like this fight. I like this fight. Stop fucking sabotaging your game. I want to praise you. I want to like you. Stop fucking punishing me. No, okay. Don't want to attack him.
I think not. Yes, got it. Okay, time to get personal.
Good work. Now hit him.
God. Come on. I was wanting to use the finisher, but I guess I won't get to do it.
Pulse him! Get ready to jump!
Wait, what?
It's a bit different from the plan. So our actual plan didn't even work. We just rammed him anyway.
Well, that was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
Peter, I just made a joke about you like being into white-haired women.
You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course.
I find your character to be slightly inconsistent, but it's fine. I like
back
it.
to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
That boss fight was nowhere near good enough to redeem how fucking awful the last two DLCs were. Huh. That was a massive loss to the world when Stan Lee went. But that fight was good. It's not good enough to redeem the rest of the DLCs, though.
Ready?
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
I feel like it's totally possible to do the DLCs without hearing any of Miles' dialogue, if you just speedrun them. Great job, hero.
Hammerhead's finished, but his men are still out there. A spider's work is never done.
Okay, cool. I actually feel like we need to see how they're going to contain him in prison. So that's an important challenge to Spider-Man's ideology that, oh, they're just going to break out anyway. And so you need to show how they're actually going to contain him in prison. But then they don't. They really actually should do that. This suit looks funky. But yeah, no Spider-Verse suit. I'm not doing all these side objectives. Nope. No way. Would rather die, actually. What do you mean, locked? Is this a side objective type I haven't even unlocked yet? Yeah, not doing it. That's that. I'm gonna uninstall this game the moment I end the stream. Because I need to get some more storage, obviously. Also just because I'm not going to play it again. I'm not going to 100% this. I did 100% Spider-Man 2, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to 100% this. Definitely not.
At long last, Hammerhead has been taken down for good. Cyborg parts and all. I will even give Spider-Man and Silver Sable an ounce of credit. They did, after all, land the final coup. However, while the mainstream media trips over itself to heap lavish praise on these vigilantes, allow me to give you a dose of fact. Hammerhead would have never gotten this far had it not been for Silver Sable leaving behind all her gear in the city. And don't get me started on Spider-Man stoking the fires of a gang war and forcing a decorated police captain into administrative duty. So sure, they cleaned up the mess, but they were also the ones that made it.
How do I do tricks? How do I do tricks? Triangle and circle? Save. And that's it. Spider-Man. I do have Spider-Man Miles Morales. I do not intend to play it immediately. Ow, man. That's fucking nuts. The first DLC, Black Cat, was great. Second DLC was fucking awful. Quite simply put. And the third DLC, The thing is, the first DLC was really good because of Black Cat. Other than Black Cat, it wasn't very good. The second DLC lacked Black Cat, and it also lacked Silver Sable, so it was just really fucking bad. If Silver Sable wasn't involved in that last one, we would have gone. First of all, we would have had a different boss fight against Hammerhead, so we wouldn't have that decent final boss fight to look forward to. Overall, those DLCs, even for free, is not something you particularly want. If I wasn't wanting to play all of this game's story, I would not have done these DLCs. But I just have an unstoppable urge. But if I've played a game on stream, I need to finish the game's story. At the very least. I technically haven't finished the story. I really want to go back and 100% complete Nier. The problem is just that it takes a while and it is tedious. And that's a 100% valid criticism for Nier. I will agree with you 100% on. Both Replicant and Automata have some pretty tedious stuff to do to 100% complete the game. But it's a problem in a lot of games. It's a problem in these games. But in Nier, I mean, it's literally like a significant portion is just XP grinding your way up to level 99. That takes hours. And yeah, hunting down the enemies. And so I would like to do that at some point, but I don't have the time to spend fucking 6 hours in the desert farming spot for XP anymore. I just can't do that shit. I don't want to do ending E if I'm not gonna sacrifice my save data. So I want to 100% I would want to 100% complete my game and then go ahead and sacrifice my data. That just makes sense to me. Unless you can't 100% the game before ending E. But I think you can. Anyway, yeah, so maybe I'll get back to Nier at some point. I would love to, but yeah, that's the end of Spider-Man for now. I'm thinking I'll play Miles Morales in like a couple of months or something. I think I'm all Spider-Man out, and I can't wait to go through this fucking shit show again of the game just breaking down around you, and you're like, Jesus Christ. Especially since Miles Morales is a tech demo. That is what it is. It's a 4-hour game. It's basically just a tech demo. From what I've heard, I feel like the Miles Morales game is probably the length of these 3 DLCs combined. I'm pretty sure that's actually accurate. From what I've heard, Miles Morales is really short. It was just a tech demo to reflect what PS5 is going to be like. Anyway, that's that.